Welcome back to part 3 of our series, Amazon Advertising Terms You Should Know. In this episode, we're focusing on a critical metric that helps you understand the effectiveness of your ad spend, return on ad spend, or ROAS. If you haven't seen our previous videos, you can check them out using the link in the description. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Cameron Scott, Amazon seller with more than $3 million in sales over the last 5 years. As Amazon sellers, we have a lot to juggle, and effective advertising is a huge chore. On this channel, we simplify and automate our Amazon ads so we can focus on what matters most. Now let's dive into ROAS. Return on ad spend, or ROAS, is like the tachometer of your advertising engine, showing the RPMs your ad spend is running at. When an engine runs at the right RPMs, it offers the best performance: smooth, efficient, and powerful. Similarly, when your ROAS is at the ideal level, it signifies that your ad spend is resulting in the optimal return. ROAS represents the amount of revenue you generate for every dollar you spend on advertising. You can think of ROAS as a multiplier of your ad spend. A ROAS of 1 signifies you're breaking even, making $1 for every $1 spent in ads. If you have a ROAS of 2, you're making $2 for every $1 spent on ads, generating twice the revenue of your ad spend. And when you see a ROAS of 5, you're earning 5 times the revenue of your ad spend, or $5 for every $1 spent. But remember, it's not always about the higher the better. Just like an engine running at high RPMs doesn't deliver optimal output, if your ROAS is exceptionally high, you're likely missing opportunities to reach more customers. On the flip side, a low ROAS, like an engine idling at very low RPMs, indicates you're overspending on your ads without seeing an equivalent return in sales. You're mashing on the accelerator, but your vehicle, or in this case, your ad campaign, isn't moving as fast as it should be. So similar to maintaining the right RPMs in a vehicle for maximum efficiency, you need to find the sweet spot for your ROAS. There is the point at which your ads are driving optimal sales without draining your budget or missing out on potential growth opportunities. Now you might be asking, how does ROAS relate to ACOS? After all, we discussed ACOS in part 1, and they might seem like separate concepts. However, in reality, ROAS and ACOS are two sides of the same coin. They both measure the effectiveness of your ads. They're inverses of each other. If you know one, you can easily calculate the other one. Here's how it works. To find one metric from the other, you simply divide one by either ACOS or the ROAS. For example, if you have a ROAS of 4, you divide 1 by 4 and get 0.25, or 25% ACOS. If you have an ACOS of 20%, you divide 1 by 0.20. and you get 5 ROAS. But which metric should you focus on? Personally, I lean towards ACOS, and you'll see me using it in most of the videos. The reason is pretty straightforward. I keep track of what my profit margins are, and you should too, and ACOS is easy to directly compare to your profit margins without needing to do any mental gymnastics. That's it for part 3 of our Amazon Advertising Terms You Should Know series. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next parts, where we'll continue to dive deeper into the language of Amazon advertising. See you in the next video.